What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Armajet video. And yes, I still play Armajet. And yes, I'm alive, obviously. And yes, I am eagerly waiting for the update to drop. And yeah, I'm eagerly waiting for 1.5 because I've heard it's a rather large update. I don't know the specifics of it, but it's going to be good, I'm assuming. But that's not the main focus of this video today. But rather, let's dig in deeper into my previous theory about the Geneva Corporation. If you haven't checked out my prior video to this, I highly recommend doing so. So much so that I'll have it linked down below in the description. So obviously watch that first, if you have no idea what I'm talking about. And then come back to this video, and that hopefully will bridge the gap with in terms of the knowledge. So just a bare bones summary in the previous video. I assume, since there's a lot of badges with Geneva Corporation on it, and just different styles, logos, same with Marigold, different styles, logos, etc., etc. And this G right here on the grenade, I assume that the Geneva Corporation is some sort of weapons manufacturer that obviously does grenades and probably much more weapons than Armajet. Maybe the Black Tusk, Velocitus, I don't know, something like that. And that was my theory there. It's like a 50-50. I wasn't really sure if I was reaching or if this theory really has credibility to it. So that being said, oh yeah, one other thing I noticed after uploading the video and taking a deeper look at the grenades before we go on to the main part of this video is that how only the stock grenade has the G logo on it. That's pretty interesting. Okay, here's the stock. You can clearly see the G logo on the top portion of the grenade itself, right? Yeah, it's on both sides actually. And this is the stock version of it. See stock, frag grenade, etc. Okay, let's do a mod. Let me do the, I guess, quote unquote, the best mod I have in terms of comments, which is the Dune. So, whatever. Let's go back to it. Frag, okay, there you go. If you look at the top of the grenade, the handle rather, there's nothing on the grenade. There's no G, nothing. Alright, fair enough, I guess. And, I guess, I wouldn't say recently, but maybe like 2 months ago, they added another skin for the grenade. Alright? And this grenade was the Fortune Frag. And it's a legendary. So since it being a legendary, you would think they might have had mentioned this logo, or this G symbol, if you want to call it for now, on the grenade, right? So let's go there. Mod, or, whoa, my bad. Click the wrong button, there you go. Nothing. There's nothing on top, nothing on the bottom. Weird, right? Only the stock version has it. So I wouldn't say really theory, my speculation on this is that, you know how manufacturers have warranties? And if you modify that certain product in any way, that warranty becomes void. So that might be Superbit Machine's way of saying that this is, in fact, might be a company. This is obviously me reaching, but I feel like it has at least some sort of credence to this explanation. But no, that's not the main piece of evidence I found. Because this really isn't evidence, it's just me speculating. But this, I really feel like it's hardcore evidence. So let's go back to the common mod, right? Common mod, frag grenade, sure. Okay, you see that G, right? So this piece of knowledge was given to me by Lucas, who is currently, and he's now, a pro Hammers Armajet player. So congrats on that. And right after I uploaded the video, the previous video, the one that's like 4 months ago or something like that, Lucas contacted me on Discord and showed me a badge. A certain badge that I didn't believe my eyes. Alright? I didn't really look at all the Geneva Corporation badges because I think during that time I really didn't have all of the badges, and I only got all of the badges maybe like 2-3 weeks ago or something like that. And I really didn't take the time to go over each Geneva badge. So I feel like you guys know where I'm going with this, right? So let's take a look at this grenade, right? G. And try to take a look at the distinct features of it, such as, I guess what I'm assuming are letterings right near the stems, if you will, of the G. And take a look at the actual G logo and the design of it. If you can't see it too well on my screen, or on, I guess, your screen watching mine, you can go in game yourself and take a look at the stock grenade. All right. So here is how it looks, right? Okay, so you got that model vaguely imprinted in your mind. And if you haven't, just pause and, continue looking at it. But let's take a look at my profile. Do you guys see anything out of place? I highly recommend taking a look at the top left portion of my screen. Still no connection? I'll give you a hint. Look at the badge. I feel like now you're starting to make the connection. So, essentially, I'm just gonna put it out there. I feel like this badge definitely looks like the badge or like the engraving on the grenade that I showed previously. So here's the badge itself. Definitely has the same G, and it actually has it has Geneva Corporation on the side of it. Alright? Let's go back to the grenade. Oh, whoa, I keep clicking the wrong button. There you go. Take a look at this. I bet you it's the same thing. The same badge on this grenade. So now, I feel like it's not really speculation anymore. I have I wouldn't say hard, but rather soft evidence, if you will, of the Geneva Corporation manufacturing at least this grenade here. So this makes me think, now that I have this, obviously thank you, Lucas, once again, I feel like it's honestly more like an 80-20 now in terms of me favoring that the Geneva Corporation is actually a thing in Armajet and not just some sort of placeholder, because it really wouldn't make sense. Someone suggested that it was actually just a placeholder for future badges, but I argue, couldn't you just have added those badges instead of putting placeholders for them? It sort of seems kind of counterintuitive, Like, put the badges out whenever you're ready with them. It doesn't really make sense to have placeholders, earn those placeholders, and then change up the badges, because maybe somebody might like that design. I don't know. So that's something to consider, but I don't think, based on this evidence here, I really don't think that opinion has any factual backing. I say the term factual loosely because this is still me speculating, but I still believe it's more concrete evidence of what the Geneva Corporation is. Sorry if you heard that train. That was pretty loud. I'm not sure if the mic picked it up, but that was pretty loud. And with the Marigold Corporation, or I guess if you want to call it corporation or whatever moniker goes with Marigold, honestly, I don't know anything about that yet. I don't know if it's a company, a government, a rival company, some sort of military faction outfit. I really don't know. But I still think that both of them are on the opposite sides of the coin, if you will, and maybe our protagonist is perhaps torn between them because, as every single player campaign needs some sort of tension. Because without tension and without that emotional attachment, you really won't have a good campaign. Like, you really won't make people play that campaign over and over again. That's why some campaigns are really good, because they wrap the player in emotionally, and they have some sort of conflict, some sort of tension that has a payoff in the end in terms of how it resolved itself. So I feel like the Geneva Corporation will be maybe an antagonist, as mentioned before. But yeah, that's pretty much speculation. I really hope this train stops. Good lord. Okay. It's probably a bad time to record this, but I gotta put it out. It's my only free time. But yeah. That's pretty much it for this piece of evidence that I found. Or I guess not found, that Lucas found. And I believe in it a lot more. And so yeah, let me just do one more time. Okay, here's the grenade here. You can pause the video if you want. And here's the badge, the specific badge that I believe correlates with this symbol on the grenade. They look really similar. I've been looking at it for like 5 minutes before I made this video. And I feel like they are quite similar to each other. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But with that being said, it's just a theory. An Armajet theory. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll upload a lot, maybe not a lot more videos, but I'll be uploading some videos in a week or so, hopefully, based on my schedule. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And peace.